Who we? What's going on? What's going on? Did y'all know it was a new Chucky movie? It is. I didn't know that. I'm over here like, hold on. Uh, hey, Firestorm. Good to see you. How's it going? Let me move this over here. This is big as hell. What's going on? What's going on, people? Party people. Whoo, I am whooped. Do you hear me? Whooped. Whooped, whooped. But what is different? What's different? I'm always whooped. I'm always doing something. There's always stuff to be done. Man, oh man. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you got to look at the moon tonight. It is big and pretty. I think something happened last night. I don't know if it's supposed to be tonight or last night, but either way, it looked pretty. Hey, mama. Tell her I said, hey, I ain't seen her face in a long time. Where she been at church? What she been doing? She avoided me. Oh my goodness. Right. She been at church getting right with the Lord. Not getting on my nerves. Apparently that's everybody's mama right now. Is all of y'all mamas getting on y'all nerves? I know if mine was here, she'd be getting on mine too. Um, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Ask Coach Catasha, where we're gonna be talking about butts and stuff, discussing butts and stuff. Um, Man, oh man, we'll spend a little bit of time. I didn't get. Come on, bedside Baptist. That's such an old thing to say. I meant bedside Baptist. She's so funny. Oh man. So welcome to Ask Coach Katasha. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a great um Halloween. Don't even remember what days it is. Great Halloween. I definitely did. I had a great time. I gave them kids some candy. Um, we had a good little turnout this year. It's been some times when ain't no kids showed up. We had some big kids come too. I like when big kids come. Um, Big kids need candy too, right? Big kids need. I got two of everything that need to be done. I ain't even ate dinner. I ain't done nothing. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm done. I haven't done nothing. I had a party, so I've been breaking down this house for the last three. Okay, you only had 8 kids. 8 kids is crazy. That's what I told the kids. I was in the group chat with my nieces and nephews. Like, y'all don't have the same hustle we had, baby. I was out dang near till the sun came up. I wanted all the candy. Give me all the pieces. Um, these kids these days, they don't be outside. They don't be caring about no candy at all. Like, what y'all mean? But I had a good little turn. There was one point I went out and it was literally like 17 kids on my porch. Like they was in the line, like all down there. So I love that. I gave out all we had and then I closed that door. And I closed it up. Close it up. We done. Shops closed. Seats taken. Oh man. Okay, so it's Ask Coach Katasha. We here to talk about sex and relationships and whatever else you feel like discussing. I am Coach Catasha, your certified sex educator. I've been teaching. That's my printer. Sorry, it's gonna keep. I was printing before I got on here, so my bad. So I'm here to talk to you about sex and sexuality and relationships and whatever else you want to talk about. But let's talk about how we do this. If you have questions, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. I do not judge, so I don't care what you into. I am more worried about you being able to do the things that you like to do safely, safely, and making sure that you're having fun. That's all I'm concerned with. So if it's not on that, I don't care. I'm probably going to encourage you to do some more of it, actually. I'm going to encourage you to do a little bit more. But I want you to be able to do it safely and do it in a manner to where you can use it again if you need to use it again. Okay? That's the goal. Use it again in case you need to use it again. So that's what we're shooting for. That's the goal. But if you have questions, depending on where you're watching this on, there are certain built-in moderators that are in the wherever you're streaming. This is currently streaming on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay, each one of those has their own words that they moderate for. A lot of them moderate for the same words, so on and so forth. So if you have to ask me a question and your question is a little bit spicy, okay, it's a little bit spicy, I'm gonna need you to put your house hat on. Put on your house hat, put on whatever kind of hat you need, but ask your question in the most medical way possible, okay? Not, I get it. But, and if you have to leave out the words, some of the big words or some of the nasty words, I'm totally okay with that. I know how to use my context clues, but this is a space that has been open for you to have access to sex education. Many adults don't have access to sex education. They don't have a resource for sex education. And so that's what I am. A little bit about me. I've been teaching sex education for the last 11 years. I am certified. I got the papers. I went to school. I did all that stuff. But also, this has zero reference to what you are here for. Where do you be getting the stuff you have? We'll talk about that. We can talk about that. Yeah, so I've been teaching sex education for 11 years. I have amassed a plethora of toys and gadgets and all kinds of things. And we just had a party. And the party that we had all the stuff that I've purchased, all the things that I've gotten over the ages. You can actually get that stuff a lot of different places, right? Especially if you're overseas. The new thing that I got, which I actually unboxed and put together on live, it was like a punishment chair. So it had like a back on it. It had like holes for the head, and then there was wrist constraints on it next to it, and you had to get on your knees and you could be spanked and all that kind of stuff on it. I got that from Temu. I got it from Temu for like $100, like $100 and some odd bucks. So it wasn't even super expensive. And most of those things are not very expensive. The thing about toys and other sexual related objects is that they're usually called they're white labeled. And so white label just means that it's manufactured one place and then everybody can just buy it and put their label on it. So most of that stuff comes from overseas, comes from China, and people just buy it in bulk from a company and then they put their own label on them. So wands and nipple clamps and all that kind of stuff. You can buy in bulk. Well, nipple clamps don't have brands on them, but you know what I mean. Like people can buy them, and is it done? I don't think it's. Nope, it's not done. Nipple clamps are not are not branded, but you can still like buy all of those types of things. I usually buy them overseas. I go on to a lot of things that I got from like AliExpress, or that was before Temu was an option before it came like on the scene. But I would get it from AliExpress, Alibaba, things like that if I'm buying things in bulk. But most of those things you can buy on those overseas websites. It's the reason that I purchase them and that I bring them out. That I bring them out for parties and stuff is so that people can know what these are. They can have access to these types of things. And jeez, are you all right? For the love of Pete. But most people don't have access to those things. They're not regularly, you're very rarely in the vicinity of a sex machine or paddles and whips and, bamboo canes and all these other types of things that you might see in adult videos, but that you don't know that you can actually have. Like, you can also have these things in your home. They're not like super secretive things and, any stuff like that. But they are toys and tools that you can purchase and buy to have on your own. Do you rent out any of your toys, like the big ones or ones you've made yourself? I do not. But that's just because ain't nobody never asked me. And it depends on what it is. If it's something that I built, I don't know. If it's a toy that I built, I got those are sentimental. If it's something that's really expensive, like some of my toys are like $1,000, some of the stuff that I have, that probably not, unless I can charge you double on the insurance and make sure that my shit come back in one piece. But I do have things that, I would put out or I would lend out if people wanted to use them or borrow them or whatever, as long as, they were to return them and I could have an insurance policy on it. Absolutely, that would be, but nobody's ever asked, so I ain't never had nobody ask to rent none of the stuff out. But like, you can also build. I build a lot of those things as well, and again, those are just, I get an idea and just like, okay, well, let me see if I can make that happen. Let me see if I can build it. Let me see if, this is something I could put together. And I'm not particularly savvy. Like, I'm not a woodworker. I don't have a degree in none of that. I don't know how to do any of that. But I have determination. Determination and curiosity. You can do anything with tenacity and curiosity. I can't be told no. I can't be told that it's something I can't do, because I can do everything. And if I can't, I need to do it first to see if I can't do it. But in most cases, I can do all that shit. So I just build it. I just see if I can do something that looks like the picture. That's what or looks like the idea in my mind. So, but a lot of people don't. So like, can we, the people, get you to have like a farewell party? That was the farewell party. That was the farewell party. Farewell. It was. And I've been doing it for like a lot of years, and I've definitely appreciate, especially you, Firestorm, because you have been to my events from the beginning. So I definitely appreciate your support. I appreciate you trusting me, and I've loved seeing your growth over the years and the person that you blossomed into, and I love that. And that's one of my favorite things about doing these types of events is seeing everyone come out of their shell and come in. Don't say no. I told y'all it was the final one. I said, y'all just had too much fun. Y'all had too much fun, and you don't want it to be over. Driving me crazy. But no, I want people to, well, yeah, but like no more. I had a great time doing it. I really enjoyed. Y'all are not finna bully me into having another party. Y'all are not finna bully me into another party. Get out of my face. Oh man, I think you left before the stuff really got cracking. I don't know if you missed it or not, but yeah, listen, it's a time. It's a time. And I've done a lot of events. I've done a lot of different events. I mean, that was my 7th annual Halloween party. So I've had a lot of parties, lots of sex been going on. Having to clean up after clean up all this candle wax and all this shit from everywhere. I'm so sick of picking up pieces of candle wax. I'm sick of it. She said, man, stupid work. LOL. I tried to stay, but I know. Oh, yeah. Listen, it was, everybody had a really good time. I spent the whole entire next day getting tagged. People were telling me how much fun they was sending pictures. People was tagging me on other social media sites and stuff, saying they had a really good time. So I'm glad to be able to do that. We had some newcomers, some first timers, which it's always kind of weird with first timers, and they were struggling a little bit, but that's how it is, when it don't matter how ready you think you are. You're never really ready, right? And not never really ready, but if on your first time coming into an environment where people are sexually open and sexually free and here to explore, that can be really difficult for some people, even if you tricked yourself in your mind to think that you good. Luckily, we had a good number of guys here. I love that. We struggle to get men to show up, so because men swear they freaky. They are not. They are not, and I will die on that hill that women are so much more kinkier than men. But we had a good number of guys here, and so they got to play around and got to toss some people up and do some spanking and all that stuff. And so it was a really, really good turnout. It was a really, maybe I'll think about it next year sometime. Maybe. But if I throw this party and then y'all don't show up, I'm never talking to y'all again. Because if y'all gonna be bullying me into it, no, not January. No. No. I'll think about it. I will think about it. But it's, it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Again, I've had lots of parties, lots of classes. People have had opportunities that, shut up, do you do not know how much work goes into that? Like, it's still, I just took the pole down today and had to carry stuff out to the shed. I had to make like 4 trips to carry stuff out to the shed. Like, it's a lot of work. I have no idea. That crock pot is still sitting in there with stuff in it. He's just got water sitting in it. I'm gonna wash it out today, but I'm just trying to piece it back together. But it's a lot of work. But it is a really good time. Again, I love being able to create a space where people can find new things that they like, where they can have the room to explore and feel safe enough to live in the environment and to exist in the environment that allows you to explore your sexuality, to try new things and investigate the type of stuff that you might be into and what you might like and what you might not like, but having the ability to open up and try it. And so I love that. I love being able to create that kind of space. And it is one of my favorite things about those experiences. It's just like at the end of the night, people are just like, I didn't know that I would like that, or I didn't know that I would do that, or I didn't know that that's what was going to happen. I didn't know I was into that, or, all those kinds of experiences make it worthwhile for sure. The safety net you created is amazing. No joke. The way people can just be, I love it for us. Thank you. I work really, really hard. I work really, really hard to cultivate that space. really hard. And it takes a certain type of individual to be able to control that environment to make sure that everyone, thank you. How do the kids do it? I don't know. Kaylee taught me. Okay. um I love being able to make that space. I love people finding out, the type of things, type of kinks they like, what turns them on. I love when they ask questions about things. What is this and what is that and how do I use this? And they get wrapped up. You got to come untie somebody because they done went in there and went crazy. I got to go in here and help them get untied. And we absolutely appreciate your efforts to make a space for us. A time was had. I love that. I love that. I love that. Y'all was here cutting up. I love it. I love it. I can never get enough of that feeling of just like making this still a bit sore. Yeah, dropping down and getting your eagle on. Listen, we ain't got it like we used to. I used to stay in this position for hours. Baby, wake up the next day and go to work like nothing happened. But I love that. I love that. Yes. Again, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work for me. Even before, it's a lot of work. During, it's a lot of work. And then, after the cleanup, it was a lot of work. I went in there not to put nothing out there or nothing like that, but I was like, where's all these condom wrappers coming from? There's wrappers all over the place. Which I love that. I love that for y'all. Love that people were practicing safely, and I definitely appreciate that. But I'm like, I got all these trash cans around here. I'm just throwing them over your shoulders. Just condom wrappers and pieces and corners everywhere. Like, geez Louise. I still love it. I still appreciate everybody that came. All the people that... Oh, I love you too. Happening fast. Things were happening fast. Made a little punch. I still ain't threw that out. It's still in there with the eyeballs floating around in it. I just do a little bit a day, like, because I still got like this full week. I got a full week this week. So like, I just been doing a little bit every day. Today, I probably did the most of all the days on Wednesday. I hate that I missed it. Sounds like it was another success. It absolutely was. And I won't say that, all of my parties are a success. I'm not going to say that. But I will say that, I won't say that they're not successes, but I will say that it's not often that everybody is engaged. I did not. Okay, so I used it for the first time. For the first time, I bought a Oklahoma-based alcohol. So it was called TLC. It had a chicken on the front, but it said no chickens were harmed. And that's what I bought. And so I put it in there, and I was like, I had my best friend taste it because she came early, and I was like, well, that's what. She was like, I don't taste nothing. I was like, it's a whole gallon in there. Like I put it had a handle, like I did to put the whole thing in there. Thank you so much for always creating a safe space for us to explore. Of course. See, y'all trying to bully me. I know this is what's happening. Y'all trying to butter me up so I can do it again. I know what's going on here. I know this is from my playbook. I know what y'all are up to. I'm not falling for it. But is it working? Y'all ain't worth a damn. Trying to trick me. I did. They must have been tipsy. But I try to not do too much because I still want people to be able to consent. So um it's never like me putting like a whole bunch of different alcohols and all that kind of stuff. I try to do something light, but because we've had instances where we've gone too hard on other substances and stuff, and everybody was just sitting around here looking at each other. So I've learned to just kind of, give them a little drink. Sometimes people drink before they get here and stuff, and so I have to be mindful of that. And I want people to be able to be in the right mind to consent. But I also know that some people, it's a really niche area and a niche conversation. And so when you are you can be very nervous. People can be very nervous, and people don't necessarily get drunk when they are anxious or nervous. And then what'll happen is they'll overdrink, and then it'll catch up to them. Like, we've had that happen at parties. People just taking shots. I'm not getting drunk. I'm not getting drunk. I'm not getting drunk. And then, they passing out and slurring and dragging through. So you have to it's like I said, it's a lot of work of being mindful of all the little things that make these parties a success and make these gatherings a success. So I did the best I could. I did the best I could. I ended up drinking a whole bottle of wine by myself. Like, all by myself. I was in there turning that wine up. But I still had a very good time. You do such a good job of making everyone comfortable, setting the stage for acceptance and openness. I know what this is, but I thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. And I'm glad that you all have got an opportunity to be in a space like that. Because how often would you be able to experience something like that? How often would you come across an environment where a lot of people who look like you and talk like you and have some of the same experiences you have, but you're all coming into this space together? A lot of times when you go into those spaces, it can feel kind of othering, right? Like, you don't feel like, that's why I feel like the best parties have a host. Every party my daughter came to, she really, really enjoyed them. I love that. I love that. So it really is it is a lot of work to control the space, to make sure that everybody's good, to continuously make sure that everybody's good. Tell your daughter, thank you for coming. My mom does not know I go. Okay, I get it. I get it. She don't need to be in your business like that, no way. Okay, she can be, listen, hey, okay, Geraldine. So I love that. Baby, the way I walked in there, look at me, that's the space you bring. It gives us so much confidence. Absolutely. You should have that. And so that's the reason why I do that, because I didn't give that to you. You, my daughter, be trying to get me to go. God, you should have came on. Put your shoes on. Come on. I don't know if she wants you at the party she at, but we have plenty of events and stuff. You can come on down. But it's a lot of work to cultivate the space, to make sure that everybody's good. But I'm not bringing that confidence. I'm not giving it to you. It's not here, and then you're picking it up when you get here. That confidence is already in you. It just needs to be fostered and cultivated. And you need a safe space to feel like you can be your whole confident self. And that's not always the case, especially out in the world. Everything that's going on, and all the crazy people that's out there and all that stuff. It can be very hard on your self-esteem. It can be very hard on your psyche. And so it's just a you already have that. It's already yours. You just have to tap into it. And so that's the reason why we do this, why we create those spaces, to remind you that this is also who you are. You have every right to be this, as well as being all the other pieces of you that exist. And so, it makes me happy to see y'all being confident and, titties hanging low and shuffling through looking for your wigs and eyelash hanging off to the side and, just I love that. Yes, ma'am. She would like for to go with her and tries hard to get me there. See, might as well go put your shoes on. Well, that was the last one, so sorry, but sorry, but maybe one day, Diddy be like, "Hey, man, I want to do a party that don't put me in jail," and then I'll be like, "Hey, I can do that. I can do that. I can give you a party like." This one, you just got in here talking about sounds like there need to be one more. You just got here. Y'all, oh my gosh. Stress and pressure. Stress and pressure. I'm still have a party for the real old heads. So that's what this one was. And people were not happy. A lot of people were asking me, like, can they come? They haven't been to any other events. Like, can they come? And, like, that's not the way we operate. That's not the way we work. You have to have a chaperone if you have not been to a party. And a chaperone is somebody who has been here, because they can be responsible for you. They can walk you through, and it's not just you showing up. And it also ensures that the people that do come and the people that are here, that everybody's in a safe space to be able to enjoy. And so, if you've been here before, you know how it works, you know what the space is like. And if you haven't, you need to be attached to someone who has, because we just can't have random people coming off the street. This is not a big city like that. And so, people could be messy and do all of that. And all these years I've been doing this, always says some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community experience. Okay, just say it again and leave the word out. I don't know if your comment didn't make it, but again, whatever you're watching this on probably has built-in moderation in it. I don't moderate the comments because this is an adult conversation. I changed it to only be accessed by adults, but I do think it's important that, you are able to talk freely, and that you don't always have the language to explain what you need to explain. And so I'm not going to police the language, especially if you're asking a question or, all of that. I'm not, there are no moderators. There is no moderation on my end. And if you are using a language that is inappropriate or whatever, I will just give you the correct language, but I'm never going to police your language unless I've given you the correct language and you keep deciding that you want to do whatever you want to do. But yeah, I really do enjoy my work. I think the best parties are the ones with hosts. A lot of times when you go to those clubs and stuff, they don't really have a host per se. There's somebody at the door. They tell you where the lockers is at, and they tell you where the bar is, and that's it. But there really needs to be someone to walk you through the space. And again, that's kind of why we keep it the way that we keep it, so that it's not just a lot of random people walking off the street and people coming in being messy. So in the 11 years that I've been doing this, I've never encountered any type of mess or issues or anything like that, because I have a system that you are responsible for who you invite. And if they get kicked out, you got to go with them. And it just keeps the space pure for the people who are really here to explore and to learn and to, release their sexual inhibitions, and just to keep the people out who just want to be messy and, all that kind of stuff. And again, we're in a small market, small environment. So it's not, it's everybody who's here is not going to be here for the right reasons. But I do want all the people who want to be here to be able to come and to invite other people that they know would be interested in these types of environments. But it's not open to just whoever. You have to know someone who's already been, or you have to be someone who's been here. Now, not all of my events are that way. Last year we do exhibitions. Some years we do exhibitions. Last year we did an exhibition. Anybody can come to those. And those are just where I come in. Oh, hold on. I enjoyed one of your classes that I got to experience, and I learned some beneficial things. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so like there are not a lot of resources for adults to learn about sex. There's also just not a lot of conversations about adults learning about sex. Sex is one of those things that everybody's just supposed to know how to do, but nobody's supposed to talk about or figure it out or any of that. And so when you open up the space where people can talk about sex and you make it okay to want to learn about sex and to learn about your body and learn about your partner's body and just wanting to be better in a sexual capacity, it just opens up this new side of you that can take those tools and you can actually use them in other areas. Yes, also the books you've written, the way I've shared those books with anyone and everyone. I just had to go drop some books off the other day. So I appreciate that too. And the thing about the books is that when I made those books, I could not find any information on sexual health from a pleasure aspect. Okay. So like if it showed a vulva, all the pictures of the vulvas showed like if something was wrong with it, right? If you got an issue over here, you got an issue over here. This is where this is what that is. But it never talked about it in the sense of sex and pleasure. Like you should be stimulating this area. You should be stimulating this area. You have a central hub of nerves here. You have a central nerves here. And that wasn't the conversation. It was just like, if this is what's wrong and this is what's wrong and this is what's wrong. And so I spent a lot of time like researching and putting those models together in a sexual aspect so that people could learn about sex and not just, relax your muscles and, open your mind and all of that. But like, where do your teeth go? And what do I do with this? And what should my tongue be doing? And all of those kind of things. Those are the questions that people really want to know. But there wasn't a place for people to figure out that information. And so I built that shit. Again, listen, it's nothing that tenacity and curiosity can't cure. I ain't never wrote a book before in my life. I've never done none of that stuff. But I'm just like, let me see if I can do it. Good answer, teeth, where he wants them. And that's the thing too, because whenever I talk about teeth, people, the regular consensus is, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. But actually, if you know what to do with those teeth, it works too. So like, those are the kind of conversations that I want to open up, and I want to be the reason that people come to me, and the reason that people are interested and are curious about sex. And so, yeah, I got another journal coming out, and it's called Hidden Truths, and it's a journal, and it asks you a bunch of questions to make you think introspectively about your sexual health and about how you view things, about how you, what you're carrying over. Coach Bay taught me well, and you know it. That's another thing too. Like when I send the book out and people get it, And they try to stop him back like, oh my gosh, like, let me tell you what happened. Oh, he was chasing me around the room and she was climbing up the walls and blah, blah, blah. Listen, don't gas my head up, okay? Don't gas me, okay? But I want that. I love that. I think that that's so important because it makes you feel more confident changing lives. I know that's right. But having that knowledge and having that sexual confidence also just makes you more confident. I think it cuts down on some of the other stuff too, because I think that a lot of the things that happen when you're talking about dating and the conversations before where people jump the gun and they do all this stuff is because they don't feel confident that they're in their performance, right? Somebody sends you the dick pic too early or starts talking about sex too early. All of those are signs of anxiety because you don't feel comfortable about your performance. And if I can head that off, right? If no matter what happens, you know that you're just going to be able to get to know your partner. But when y'all get in that bedroom, you know you finna show out. You don't have to brag about it. You want it to be a secret. You don't want anybody to know until you get there. That leaves room for you to be able to really learn and really know your partner on the outside of that because you're not worried about what it's going to look like when it's time for you to perform. And so, again, that brings a confidence into your body and into your being that people might not have, but life would be better if they did. Life would be easier to move and it would be easier to learn people and to not feel the pressure of discussing sex and, sending your dick on the third conversation and all of that type of stuff. You wouldn't feel the need to do that if you were confident in your sexual performance. So I hope that I am able to just opening up all kinds of inner kink. I didn't know I needed you like that. Oh, I mean, but it's in everybody. That is actually in everyone. But if it's not fostered, because, society, there's so many things. I call them coats. There's so many coats that you put on that may not even be your coat, right? You could have religious trauma. You could have family issues. You could have societal issues about like what you're supposed to look like, what you're supposed to sound like, what, how big your booty's supposed to be, how, all of these things can have these coats that you put on that you don't realize that you're wearing. But once you get in a space where you can start taking off those coats and you start like really looking at yourself and looking at what is this thing that I'm carrying that's doesn't belong to me, and is this one mine? Is this my coat, or is this a coat that got put on me when the church told me I couldn't wear a two-piece, or when my grandma called me fast? And so all of these things are different layers that you're wearing that may not necessarily be yours. They may not even be your layers. And so helping you to see that you are more than what society deems you are, that you are already confident, that you are already knowledgeable, that you are already sexually intuitive. Even if you don't know everything, you don't have to know everything. You only have to be curious. You owning that energy. Absolutely. It's you saying that this is also a part of me. I am also a sexual being, and I shouldn't have to turn that off because people are uncomfortable, right? One thing about me, baby, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to do whatever it is that makes me feel good at whatever point that is. And I have been that way for a really long time. Like, this is not new for me. I have been a rebel for as long as I can remember. But in that, I always owned my sexual energy. I've always owned it. Even before I was sexually active, I still owned my energy. And I wasn't going to let anybody else convince me to turn it off or convince me that having that energy made me inferior. If anything, one of the biggest gifts that I have been able to give to other people is existing in my whole self, because it lets everyone else know that they can do that too. And that's not with me saying anything, me doing anything, nothing. Just me deciding that I'm going to be whoever the fuck I want to be. And other people can see that. And I used to hide my energy. See? How long did it take you to get out of that bubble? Because some people are still, like, even in their older age. I did a bridal shower once, and an older lady walked up to me and she said that first of all, she was a sweetheart, tall, legs long, but she said they used to call her Miss Good Pussy. And I was like, used to? What you mean used to? And she was like, I'm like, you're not gonna never stop calling me Miss Good Pussy if you was calling me that. And it just kind of, you could see it in her face, like, yeah, you right as a mother. And so we're friends now, and she be all outside, and I love that for her. It was your class for me to come out, and I was 50-ish. Shut up. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Oh my gosh. So, like, imagine just being the catalyst to the next chapter of somebody's life. That's why I say I'm going to do this forever. Like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Because what if I can catch somebody before they're 50? Like, I could be able to really make a change in someone and let them see themselves as a whole sexual being. Oh gosh, like, that just made my little heart, like, I love that. I love that. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. It was me having a partner that supported exploring and trying new things together. That's also super important, because your partner can be one of those coats. Like, especially if they're not comfortable in their sexuality, it could have such an effect on how you see yourself and the confidence that you exude. So having a partner that is also with the shit, is on the same shit that you own, it just opens it up so much more to be able to see. You know what else you've done? I'm more open to talk to my daughter about everything. Shut up! I'm not gonna cry with y'all. I'm not. I'm not. I love that. You should absolutely be talking to your kids. I don't know how many times I already said, but talk to them children. Because, listen, whatever you not telling them, someone who wants to take advantage of them will. So, be the first point of contact when it comes to sex and sexuality. Don't let it be somebody else. So I love that. I love that. I also love your kids. So I've never really hidden my kink, but you and X came to my life like right on time. Yes. I love that. So again, one of the biggest jobs I have is to be true to myself, so that baby, we've prepared her well. You see how she doing, and she is. And she is. But I think that one of the biggest jobs I have is to remain true to myself. And I'm not going to tell you that it's always easy. It's not. Like, when you have these events, like, I didn't make no money from this. I don't usually make any money. I spend more than I make, but that's definitely a me thing. Because if you give me more money, I'm just going to go buy more stuff for the party. Like, oh, I need to get one of these. I need to get two of those. So, but I don't do these. I don't have these events to like make money. I have the events for you, for the people. I know that I'm going to make money eventually. So I'm not concerned about that. That's never the goal, is that, it's not for the bread. I do it for the space. to open it up. And just like you said, if I can catch somebody before, they put a little AI, shut up, sexual confidence Q&A, ask Coach Catasha anything. Now that's new, because they ain't never, hey, they ain't never putting none of my stuff up there. They be blocking me. I don't think I was blocked. That's why I'm doing it up. I got my phone up there and my thing down here, because they was like, yeah, you blocked for another 41 minutes. Yeah, we talking about the party and sexual liberation and sexual confidence and all that good stuff. And, they trying to bully me with love and affection and adoration and stuff. That's what they think. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. They trying to trick me. But I do appreciate, again, it's not, like I said, it's not always easy. I do struggle still sometimes. With just like, what should I do? What kind of things? I'm always looking to make the process better. I'm always looking to grow the program. It was a humdinger for sure. It was some hungs and some dingers going on. For sure. Yes, you definitely help us come out of our shells. Our shells. I love that. That's the goal. That's the reason. So when did you say the next party was? I walked away and didn't hear the day. Would you get out of my face? Get out of my face. They was cutting up, okay? But it was fun cutting up, but they was in here cutting up. I'm telling you, there's people walking around holding their titties looking for stuff. Anybody see my flip-flop? I don't know where my coat is. Wig in the bathroom in the sink. Listen, clothes falling off. I'm helping people put their clothes back on. All kinds of stuff. But that's not, listen, some of the perks of this job is that you the maintenance man. I done help people get untied. I done put piercings back in vulvas. Stuff falling out. I got you up on the counter. I'm trying to put the thing back in. Like, it's all kind of stuff. But I love being the maintenance man for y'all. I would do it again and again. But it was a time. That was definitely a way to go out. It was a way to go out for sure. But again, so some of the times it's more like an exhibition, where we hold the light steady. I don't think anybody used the glory hole. Did anybody use the glory hole? I worked so hard on it. I don't know if nobody used it. But I mean, it was lots of other stuff. Like, it was, okay, thank you. It was used, guys. But there's an abundance of things to play with. Like, I bring out all the stuff. Like, I don't even have enough space, like, to put everything out. So, what's a glory hole? So a glory hole is a blank. So mine was a door, but it doesn't have to be a door. You can buy them online, and it's just like a sheet, and it has a hole in it. Bamboo stick thingy. It has a hole in it for just the private parts. Okay. So you can't see anything else that is on or attached to the person, but they can just put their private parts up to or through the hole. Right. And so that's what a glory hole is. Yeah. But again, I built mine. We went and thrifted a door, went to the thrift store and bought a door, and then just cut a hole in the middle, and then put rubber pipe fittings around the edge so that, it was soft and easy to clean. Rubber pipe insulation around the hole. I figured it out. And then the same day, so the things are called bamboo. They're bamboo canes. The the person who had them sent me the picture of the one that he purchased, and he got it off of Etsy. So the one that I put in the group was the one that he had. So I don't know why he didn't put it in there, but maybe he don't want people in his business, which is fine. But the picture that I posted in the group is the one that he sent that to me. That's the one that he had. So it's like it's an impact toy. It has a lot of bamboo canes on it, and you can use it to spank. You can spank the bottom of the feet, the back of the arms, legs, things like that. Yeah, you wrote man. Yeah. The picture that I posted is the bamboo canes that he purchased. At least I'm thinking that, because he sent it to me. He sent me the screenshot of it, and I put it in the group. So, yes. You wrote man. But yeah. So there's all kind of toys. Like we use all kind of bondage toys. We play with some candle wax to just kind of help you get warmed up to candle wax, because a lot of people are afraid of fire and wax and all those things. But it is, if you know how to use it, anybody can use it. And those weren't special candles. Like those candles came from like Dollar Tree or something, or Walmart somewhere. Some of the older ones came from the thrift store. So, but they candles, they not the White Barn candles from not those, okay? The candelabra tapered candles is what we were using. Yeah. The Great Value wax. This one I was like, the other ones I bought, so I had went to a couple years ago, I had went to the thrift store. You know how they have like bags of like, buy this whole bag for like $9. I think I got it for like $3, and it was just a bunch of candlesticks. We've used most of them at this point. I've had to go buy some more, but originally those candles came from the thrift store. Just I don't know, but I was like, we just gonna use them to burn each other, so they don't need to be fancy. But I got those from like $2-3 at the thrift store, and it had a bag full of candles in it. And but you can buy like the tapered candles and use those. And again, the secret to playing with candle wax is the further that the candle is from your body, the more time that the wax has to cool before it hits you. So if you're nervous or whatever about it, you can just move the candle farther away from the body, and that again, as it falls, it has more time to cool before it hits the body, and it's not as hot. So you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. But yeah, it was a good time. We had a really good time, and I'm glad that everybody had a really good time. And that space is open. I never would have known that I like that feeling had you not put that out there. Like, yes, please more. Absolutely. And so again, it kind of helps it too, because you're doing it in a space where you know that you're going to be safe. Like I'm never going to suggest something that's going to harm you unless you are into that kind of harm. But you know that you're in a space where you can, try it, and I got you, right? The same with being tied up. You can let somebody practice tying you up. I'll get you out. I will get you out. You good. So, I saw you said you need some more rope tutorials. I was thinking about doing some more, putting some more on my website. I might do that. Do some more. My scales are coming back. Same, because I tried before in one of her classes and was like, nope. But this time I was like, yep. I remember when you was like, nope. You're like, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. No. Candle wax is fun. It's fun. Ooh, hold on. It's telling me I gotta go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, candle wax is fun. You just gotta be, but again, it's not even that you cannot like it. People, you don't have to like everything that it is that you're walking into, but you can be curious about it. And that's what I want to foster, is that sexual curiosity that makes you want to try things and want to at least see, like, well, I'll see. That was me at first. And I was like, hold on, I ain't no punk. I'm a gangster. So that wax hit you and that back cave in. You're like, oh. Everybody a gangster to their back get the. Yes, be curious. Go get you some tapered candles. Go get you some tapered candles and keep it, keep them in a drawer. Yep, we lit up that one man's back and he all for it. So I love that too because it gives everybody an opportunity, like depending on what your role is. He had a great time as well. And just being able to, sometimes it's difficult for male subs to find a space because usually when men come into a space, they're expected to be dominants, and that's not always their preferred place. So for me, I think it was the person I was with that wouldn't allow me to explore that side. It can have an effect. But yeah, I enjoyed that he was also able to find a space where he could be the sub that he wanted to be. So, and that everybody found their space. Everybody found what they were looking for. Everybody was able to communicate with, checking the wristbands. Again, I don't think it was any issues. I think everybody was good. Again, I think the new people kind of struggled a little bit, but it's totally as expected because, this is a space you've never been in before. So, but other than that, like, we spent the whole hour talking about the party. I'm totally okay with that, though. Totally okay with it. But yeah, it makes me happy. Y'all made my little day. Like, this is what makes it all worth it. Like, that it says I got 17K likes. Yeah, I love seeing the new people. LOL, eyes wide open. Yes, like, I love the new people too because they always like, hold on, what we doing? Wait. Quite busy. Okay, they were definitely busy. Definitely busy. But I love that too because they could just come in and get right in, right? Imagine walking into a space where people got their nipples out, people oiled up, all kind of stuff. Then you're like, I had told him one of the guys when he had first got here, I was like, yeah. So man, let me watch. I hope you do have another party so I can attend at least. You're supposed to be on my side. You on their side. You done joined in with them. But yeah, I told one of the dudes, like, I was like, yeah, so here's your armbands. I'm walking him through all the stuff. And I was like, I can't wait to see you at the end of the night when you ain't got no clothes on. And then every time I see him, he had one less thing on. I was like, where your shirt go? He's like, oh, it's up there. Where you want me to go? I'm like, oh, it's just curve through pants, buckles, socks. So I just love that. I love that. Listen, I'm glad that I was able to create that space and cultivate that space for y'all. So that you can have it. And then, like, so I just let them at it. Like, it's the party I host for a couple of hours, and then I'm just like, go be free. Watching them look for their stuff in the dark is hilarious. That probably is one of my favorite parts, is when people try to find all their pieces when they're ready to go. Like, where is my, you see we got the eyelashes in the cup in the hand and all the shit that get left behind. There's 2 cups in there, some sunglasses, a sock. It's just all kind of stuff. Like, whose stuff is this? We got a little cooler, all kind of stuff. There's weed on the bar. Like, whose weed was this? Like, oh man, cover it up, baby. I done seen it all, had it all. What we covering? Exactly. When they done, they back to being demure. Then they coming through the house like, oh, okay, we're gonna get out of here. What you covering all it up for? You just had your butthole wide open. Now you kind of cover up. Oh man, I love that though. I love that. I'm glad that, like, when I'm famous for doing this, like, I'm gonna remember all of y'all. That's why I said I'm gonna be when Viola Davis is like, okay, I want to throw a party. I'm gonna be like, okay, listen, I'm gonna invite some of my people so they can show you how it's done. I'm gonna have to invite some of my regulars. I'm like, get on the plane, bitch, because Viola Davis is having a party. Sierra is having a party, and I need y'all to come and show them how it's done. So, be on it. I'm telling you, just go. I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal. And I know all the people that's supported me throughout these years, and even, being here in Oklahoma, it's not a market per se for Tiana Taylor. Baby, listen, I might be upside down in that one. I might be. I'm gonna try to put her toes in my mouth. I am. I'm not. I'm a professional. I am. Ooh, I'm gonna be watching her and her boyfriend too. Like, what y'all are here for to do? No, I'm just sitting here holding. Now listen. Senorita Janelle Monáe. Oh yeah. Kaylani. Those the kind of people. That's why I'm like, I need to get in those circles, be around them people. Let me do this for you. Let me show you. Let me show you how you can do this and not go to jail. Because it made me so mad about the Diddy parties. Now, I will say this. I have a professional friend who went to a Diddy party, and she said she had the time of her life. Okay? Time of her life. She said she didn't, maybe the drinks might have been sparked. Maybe that's why she had so much fun, but she said it was a time. Okay? A fellow sex educator. I said it was a time. Actually, she's a sex therapist. But she said it was a time, honey. But it just made me mad that he had just kind of, like, that was the freak-offs just turned into, like, this, dirty thing or whatever. And, like, you don't have to do it that way. It did not have to be done that way. You don't have to drug people. You really don't. They want to do these things. You just got to find the people that want to do them and then make the space safe for them to do it. That's all you really got to do. You don't got to drug them. You don't got to do none of that stuff. You don't. All you got to do is just make the space safe. And they'll do it. They will do it. And so hopefully he hasn't ruined the reputation that I hope to one day get a call and hop on a plane and go somewhere important and do some important shit. But I think that I feel like there's always going to be a market for this, right? Call me spicy. There's always going to be a market for these types of gatherings. It made me sad that the type of activity he was getting into, because it was not necessary. It's not necessary to do it that way. You can do it with consenting adults who want to be there and who with all of that shit without having to, spike the baby oil. So maybe when he get out, I'm going to get in his ear and be like, hey, you can do this without doing illegal shit, because I've been doing it. Exactly. Find your people and never be bored. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just bringing the people together and letting them be naked together. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just making it safe for them to be naked and doing all the shit they want to do. And like, I don't have a mansion. I don't have, $1 million toys. I don't have any of that stuff. Because you don't need any of that shit. Like, I don't have a pool for you to do naked oil. And let me hold it. I don't have any of that fancy stuff, right? I got tenacity and curiosity. And that's all you need. That is all that you need. So it makes me happy though. It makes me happy that y'all had a good time. That, my hard work was uh definitely appreciated. I felt like it was appreciated. People was hitting me up all the next day. Like, girl, I had a good time. You got a safe space and it's more than anyone can ask for. Thank you. It is safe because that's the reason why I don't do it anywhere else. People are always like, oh, why don't you have it in an Airbnb and all that stuff? I can't trust any of that. I can't. I'm not gonna let nobody have no secret cameras on y'all. I'm not gonna have nobody watching y'all, reporting back, none of that. So I do everything in-house. Everything is me. It's controlled by me. I'm like Beyonce when it comes to my shit. Like, I need control over everything, and that's how I keep people safe. So it's always gonna be y'all first. It's always gonna be making sure that y'all are controlled and that y'all are safe and that you have a space to be the person that you want to be, to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. Said, forget recovering, I'm still going. We'll turn up then, shit. But I have to, it is very important for me to make sure a part of that safety that I'm doing, that I'm cultivating, is making sure that nobody can take advantage of you. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure that that doesn't happen. Again, I've been at this for years at this point. I've been having these parties for years. And I haven't had any issues. Only way you know people have been is if they told you. And that's the only way you know. And I'm not gonna release or none of that. But again, it's just better for me that if I know that I have control over every piece of your thing. And, just people have offered me their Airbnbs and all that. I don't know. No, because the first time I see a Ring camera or anything or any of my people, baby, I'm taking off on you. Like, I'm not. Please don't mistake my sweetness for kindness, because I'm that girl. I'll turn this bitch up behind my people, behind my business. Like, my business is my child. The same way that you would go to war about your kids, I would go to war about my business. And I'm talking about war. As much as I put into this, I will not let nobody fuck that up. No, and I mean nobody. I'm not letting they would. They'll put the Ring cameras on their TikTok. People love doing shit for content, all of that. Baby, I'll be in jail. I would be in jail because I'm finna rip your fucking throat out. Like, you not finna do that to me. I've stopped being friends with people behind business shit. Like, I don't care. Loyal one with a savage mouth, and we're lucky to have you in your protection. Oh, I legit don't think I could ever thank you enough for this journey. No. No, I'm not. I'm not. But I mean, I appreciate you too, because you've been spending your money to come to my classes, to buy my books. You've been open. Shut up, talking about we're almost there, guys. No, you are not. No, you are not. The fact that y'all are in, oh no. They kicked that shit off. Which one was it? They'll put the Ring cameras on their TikTok. People love doing shit for content, all of that. Baby, I'll be in jail. I would be in jail because I'm finna rip your fucking throat out. Like, you not finna do that to me. I've stopped being friends with people behind. You hear that? Shit. They canceled my TikTok because I said I was dope. I get that. Loyal one I get that. That was definitely a little far, but I meant all of it. I did. I did. I'm not letting no. Hold on, I'm finna screen record this. Put the ring cameras on their TikTok. You know, people love. They get me right on up out of there too. They'll have put the ring cameras on their TikTok. You know, people love doing shit for content, all of that. Baby, I'll be in jail. I would be in jail because I'm finna rip your fucking throat out. Like, you not finna do that to me. I've stopped being friends. TikTok said this violated their. They right. They're absolutely right. That was a lot. I meant it though, but that was a lot. I'll take that one. I did that. I definitely did that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it said I'm blocked until November the 8th. I mean, okay. Anyway, well, I guess we need to get on up out of here because we're going to get in trouble. Well, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. For everybody who's going to see this later, I apologize for getting violent. It's probably going to get me in trouble. Oh, we finna go now. But I appreciate you for showing up. We'll be back here on Wednesday. We back next Wednesday at 7:00. So Jack the Pineapple, we will hopefully see you then again. They definitely kicked me off of TikTok. I was being violent, but it wasn't to anyone. I was just saying hypothetically that I'm crazy. But, I guess people, TikTok said, girl, beat it. So I get that. I'll take that. But we'll be back here next Wednesday for Ask Coach Catasha. So